Japanese neurologists performed an MRI scan on Neymar's brain while he was playing football. What they discovered was shocking. Most players showed high activity in the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for conscious thinking and decision-making. But Neymar's brain? It was almost silent. At first, that might sound like a problem. Shouldn't a top player be thinking more, making complex decisions in real time? But this is exactly what separates him from everyone else. Neymar doesn't have to think. His body just moves effortlessly, like he's on autopilot. He doesn't pre-plan his plays like amateurs do. It just happens. And that's what makes him so unpredictable. The neurologist said if they scanned Messi or Ronaldo, they'd probably see the same thing. Because this is what true peak performance looks like. This, my friends, is flow state. A state of complete immersion where space disappears, time slows down, and everything feels effortless. Where you're not thinking about what to do next, you just do it. And here's the best part. It's something you can actually train. So let's break it down. How do you enter flow state every game on command? To trigger flow state, your skill level and the challenge level need to match up perfectly. This is what psychologist Mihai Csikszentmihalyi, one of the world's leading researchers on flow, discovered. Here's how it works. If the challenge is too low compared to your skill level, you get bored. Your mind wanders, you lose focus, and your intensity drops. If the challenge is too high, you're facing players much better than you get overwhelmed. You start hesitating, second-guessing yourself, and anxiety takes over. But when your skills and the challenge are balanced just right, you lock in. You stop thinking, and your instincts take over. That's what being in the zone feels like. The good news? Football is already set up for flow. You've got clear goals, score, assist, win, and clear rules. So in theory, football should be the perfect environment for flow. But the problem is most players don't know how to control the challenge to match their skill level. So how do you do it? Here's the key. You create your own challenge. Even if you're playing against weaker opponents, you can still trigger flow by setting personal goals. For example, I'll complete 10 successful dribbles this game. Focusing on specific skills. For example, I'll only use my weak foot today. Playing with intentional restrictions. For example, I'll take no more than 2 touches per reception. This way, you're always pushing yourself just enough to stay engaged without feeling overwhelmed. Neuroscience shows that flow state happens when the brain shifts into alpha and theta wave frequencies. Alpha waves occur when you're in a relaxed, present state. They're linked to creativity, reaction speed, and effortless movement, exactly what you need on the pitch. Theta waves are even deeper. They happen when you're in a dreamlike state, completely immersed in what you're doing, almost like time doesn't exist. But here's the problem. Most people today struggle to enter these brainwave states because their minds are overstimulated. Constant phone scrolling, short-form content, notifications, and processed foods destroy your ability to focus. They weaken your dopamine receptors, making it harder to feel engaged in the moment. And this is a massive problem for footballers. If your brain is stuck in a high stimulation, low focus mode, you'll never enter flow. You'll always feel disconnected, overthinking every decision instead of reacting naturally. So before we even talk about how to trigger flow in matches, we need to fix this. You need to learn how to live in the present and reset your dopamine levels so your brain is capable of entering flow in the first place. To counteract overstimulation and reset your dopamine levels, footballers need to do 3 things. Step 1. Reduce overstimulation. Limit activities that drain your focus, especially short-form content. And don't give yourself excuses like, I only watch it for football content. Be real. Short-form content is designed to fry your brain with constant novelty. It's way too fast to teach you anything useful, and all it does is weaken your ability to focus for long periods. Action step. Delete TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts from your phone. Replace them with long-form content, full matches, documentaries, books. Step 2. Perform long-term fulfillment activities. Replace cheap dopamine with things that give you real satisfaction. Play football outside, lift weights, read, or work on something that makes you proud. When you focus on meaningful tasks instead of mindless distractions, your dopamine system starts to reset, making it easier to focus and enjoy the game. Action step. Spend 30 minutes a day on an activity that requires deep focus. For example, reading, journaling, or analyzing full matches. Step 3. Get out of your comfort zone. Make real connections. Push yourself. Do things that actually require effort. Go outside and ground your feet on natural grass or sand. Get sunlight on your skin. Spend time in nature. These things may sound simple, but they retrain your brain to find joy in reality instead of artificial stimulation. Action step. Spend 10 minutes a day in nature with no distractions. No phone, no music, just you and the environment. Every morning, the moment you wake up, go outside and get sunlight. Close your eyes and just listen to your thoughts for 5 to 20 minutes. Now, I'm not telling you to go full monk mode and try to shut your mind off completely. That's not the goal. Instead, just listen to your thoughts without engaging with them. Think of your mind like a river. Most people get swept away by their thoughts, carried down the stream without even realizing it. But if you step out of the river and just watch the water flow, you start to notice patterns. You start to recognize what distracts you, what stresses you, and what thoughts repeat over and over again. When you do this work, the next time during a match, instead of overthinking a bad pass or getting stuck in your head after missing a shot, you can just let it go because you've trained yourself to observe thoughts without getting caught up in them. Now, this is where visualization takes things to another level. 1 hour before your match, find a quiet spot, close your eyes, and shut everything off. In your mind, say this to yourself: I have just spawned on Earth. Nothing exists except what is happening right now. You're removing time from your perspective, completely resetting your brain as if you were just born into the present moment. No past mistakes, no future worries, just right now. Then, shift into visualization. But instead of just watching yourself play well, feel everything. Imagine that you were born for this exact task, the match in front of you. Feel the ball at your feet. Feel the weight of your body shifting as you move. Hear the sound of the ball making contact with your boot. Hear the crowd, the wind, the voices of your teammates. See yourself executing the perfect touch, the perfect dribble, the perfect shot. The goal here is to trick your brain into thinking this moment is everything, that nothing else exists outside of it. Why it works. Your brain can't tell the difference between real experience and deep visualization. Studies have shown that mental rehearsal activates the same neural pathways as actually performing the action. That's why elite athletes, musicians, and even military operatives use these methods to prepare themselves. Nutrition and practice shape your ability to enter flow. Eat foods that fuel focus. Blueberries for antioxidants and memory. Fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, for omega-3s that support brain function. A small piece of dark chocolate to boost blood flow. Avocados to improve circulation and clarity. Green tea for L-theanine plus caffeine, and plenty of water to avoid a foggy mind. But food alone won't do it. Flow is personal and learned. Stop hunting for a universal formula and start experimenting. Play more football in fun, competitive, unstructured settings. Small-sided games, futsal, 1v1s, pickup matches. So you repeatedly put yourself in moments that feel effortless and electric. Treat flow like a skill. Reset your dopamine by reducing overstimulation. Build a strong morning routine. Sunlight, brief meditation, observe your thoughts. Use multisensory visualization before matches, and eat for flow. Do this consistently, and flow becomes a habit. You'll react faster, make better decisions, and play without overthinking. Now go play. Your next game is your chance to experience flow state for yourself. And remember, the best players don't think, they just do. So start training your brain to do the same. And one last thing. Flow state isn't just about football, it's about life. The more you practice entering this state, the more you'll bring it into everything you do. So start today.